Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're working on a little 2003 Toyota Tacoma that has some sunburnt headlights. This is really common out here in Arizona, probably everywhere, that if your car's out in the sun, the headlights start to show their age and get yellow and foggy. It reduces your visibility. It's definitely not safe. And the worst part is it makes your car look old. So the best way to spruce your car up is to take care of those faded out headlights. Now, usually what I do is cut and polish headlights to make them look new, which is something I will do a video on in the future of how to do that for cheap. But on these ones, the reflectors that are on the inside have kind of gotten loose and the light pattern is really goofy. I did put some aftermarket LED bulbs in here and it did help, but the light pattern is goofy because inside here this reflector is not straight anymore on one or both of these headlights, so they look really bad going down the road and you can't see where you're going, especially out here where there's no street lights. So the first thing you got to do is take off these side corner lights, and there's a screw right here. It's a Phillips screw. You'll take that out, and then you got to take this bottom piece which just clips in, and it just pops out like that. Oh, had a washer stuck there on the magnet. These pop out. You're going to undo your plug right here, and then we'll move on to the next. Now the next thing is going to be to release these clips on the back side of your grill. Now it looks like there's 4 on top, and then there's going to be 3 down below, down in here. And there's a little tab that you basically push down on it and then pull out slightly on the grill, and it releases it. Now, these break really easy, so be careful. If you do break them, you can get new ones at Toyota, but it will be helpful because it's kind of hard to get your hands down in there to get those bottom ones, to use like a long screwdriver and just lightly push on that tab while you're putting a little pressure outward on the grill, and it'll release the grill. There are 2 more clips down here under the headlights. We're right here under the headlight and this bottom little pocket of the grill. And you basically, this is the clip right here, and there's a little tab on the side of it. You push that tab and it'll slide out of this slot right here. So don't forget those will break too. They're super delicate. Once you get those off, you should be able to pull your grill right out. Alright, now the grill's out of the way, you can see next to the headlight right here we have a 10mm bolt going into the core support, and then we have 2 10mm nuts right here on the sides of the headlight. So we'll zip those out real quick. There's 1. 2. Goes off, and now our headlight will slide out just like this. Now on the back side you're going to have your bulb. So you're going to want to take this and pull straight out on the plug, and hooks like that. You can take your headlight off. We're going to go over here to the bench and I'll show you what I got. Now these came from Amazon, and they're similar to the ones I had before. They've got the chrome reflector in the back, but they've got the black housing around, so they kind of give it a little bit darker look. It did come with these corner lights, but the ones that are on there are still good, so I'm not going to change those out. So I'll keep these as spares just in case those get cracked or anything like that. And then it came with these turn signal lenses for the bottom. And this is all one kit that came from Amazon. And I'll put a link down below in the description right to where you can get these. They're pretty reasonable in price, so you can really freshen up the look of your car or truck by getting these inexpensive aftermarket headlights right off of Amazon. So you're going to want to set your two headlights, your old one and your new one, side by side on a soft surface. This is rubber, so it won't scratch the lens. And then this boot right here, you're going to pull that off, and there's basically a sticker that seals the hole so no moisture gets inside there in shipping. Peel all that off. Now this clip right here is to hold your bulb in, and to release that clip you basically push in and forward. They're kind of a pain, but it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but you release this and then it folds up like that, and that's what holds your bulb in. So you're going to want to do that, and then you're going to come over to your old headlight. Now if you're going to change your bulbs or you have a bulb out, this is the time to do it. But these bulbs are pretty new, so again, you just undo this, release it, fold it up, give your bulb, pull it straight out. These are LED bulbs that I got. They're just cheapy LEDs, but on a regular bulb you never want to touch the element, the glass on the end of it, because the oils from your hands can cause them to burn out a little quicker. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've always been told. Then your new bulb, you just got to line up the tabs and drop it straight into the housing like that. And you take this, fold it back over, and it hooks. You got to kind of get it into position and then push down, and it hooks like that, putting pressure on the bulb. And don't forget to put your rubber back on for protection against the elements. There we are. We're ready to install this new headlight. Back here at the truck, we are going to plug in our bulb. This is our harness, and it plugs right into the bulb, just like that. And you're going to line up your bolts on the side, just like so. Gotta get this underneath here. Once your bulbs are all lined up, you can put your 3 bolts back in, just like we took them off, just in reverse order. And that's going to be your new headlight. Okay, we got the 2 studs pushed in right here. We can go ahead and start the nuts right here, one of which I just dropped. Number 2. Always start your fasteners by hand. These don't have to be very tight either, guys. They're just holding headlights on. And then your 1 bolt right here. Start that guy by hand. One, 2, and 3. One more thing that I forgot to mention on your old headlights, if you have it upside down, you're looking at your brackets, in this little cubby there's a clip that you're going to have to repurpose. So you basically just pop this clip out. You'll see when you look at it, there's 2 little claws that come around the headlight housing, and you have to pop this clip out and pop it into your new headlight, and that's where your grill attaches. So we'll do this, and then we'll put the grill back on. If you take your time on this step, you won't be going to Toyota to buy expensive little clips, which definitely is not fun. I've got one down here that doesn't want to line up. those. Sometimes they sound like brake, but they... Now it's all secure. Go through and just check. Give a little wiggle. Make sure all your clips are popped in. The one that was fighting me was that bottom one that's hard to get to. And it did pop in finally. So just check your gaps around your headlights. Really no adjustment on this grill. Make sure everything's good here. And then the next thing you're going to do is go ahead and snake your corner lights in here. Line up the little tab on the side. And then if you get that tab lined up, you'll pop them in, and then they pop over the grill right here on the top, and you add your screw. You just kind of hold your light where you want it. Snug up the screw. Repeat that over here. And your last step is to put your two corner pieces back on. Wrong side. These just have little tabs that pop into the housing right here. Alright guys, look how much better that looks with fresh headlights on it. And the ones that were on here were not that bad. Usually they get a lot worse, but the reflectors were the problem, throwing the light all over the place. But definitely freshened up the look of this truck. Makes it look clean. It's filthy dirty right now. It needs a good bath and detail, but even being dirty, the front end looks a lot better with new headlights. Like and subscribe down below. Please drop a comment. Let me know if there's something on the channel that you would like to see. And I look forward to bringing you some more content soon. Thank you.